Yes, 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 ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2 of the Bushman's Division 2, Division 3 basketball show. Hope you like the first one. Please make sure you like, rate, subscribe on the YouTube channel. Shouts to Rebound NBL. My name is Ray, forward for the Essex Rebels and Argyle Kings finest. And I am here again. It's a family affair. 2 different families now. They're all under one roof now. All under one roof and that. It's a family affair. I'm here, first of all, another legend from Clapham Common. Yeah. Another legend at Clapham Common, yeah. When you see this guy, he's always on fire. You can't touch him. He's hot. Yeah. Lights out shooter. My guy, my family, Zell Francis. Talk to the people then.
Hey, what's happening, Ray? Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Nah, it's cool, man. It's cool. I had to. You know what I'm saying? And second of all, England basketball legend. This guy's a veteran now. Traveller, former Essex Leopard. We share that bond now.
Come on.
Yeah. London Thunder legend, like one of the true point guards in this country. My guy. Slick, saucy, smart. Man like Dwayne, Camille. What are you saying, my guy?
What's going on? Come on, it's all love, man. This was long overdue, my bro.
Yes, indeed. Honestly, guys, thanks for coming onto the show. Like I told you guys before, this is all about giving Division 3 the shine it deserves, and having talent like you two in Division 3. Obviously, honestly, I think you guys are too good for Division 3. Your whole team's too good for Division 3. You should be challenging for promotion in D2. But it's about time people across the country knew what you had, knew what's in Division 2, in Division 3, you know what I'm saying? And you guys are some of the best of the best. So thanks for coming onto the show. You know what I'm saying? First things first, man, like Zell, talk to the people how we met, man. Tell them how we met.
You know what? Yeah, the funniest thing is that me and Ray met like maybe a couple years ago, because I remember when you came down to a Brixton scrimmage one time, and I think you just injured yourself, or you was coming away from an injury, and you were sitting on the sideline, and we were just chilling, chopping it up. It was me, you, and Darnell. We were just chilling, just talking. I was like, "Are you playing?" He was like, "No, I'm not playing. What did you say? You said something, but you didn't say it was an injury. But then obviously when we started speaking further later on, I put 2 and 2 together that you'd probably just come off an injury. But yeah, man, we met like a couple years ago, and then we sort of linked up back in Mitesfield, Blue Court, because it wasn't Clapham, because Clapham had closed down due to COVID.
Yeah.
You come to Blue Court, so we was there and we was chopping it up and that. And then, yeah, we moved, COVID sort of restrictions eased up. Clapham Common opened up. So, I mean, we was there just dominating and killing guys down there, B. We was killing guys down there. Like,
yeah, man.
Nah, so imagine this. Hey, Dwayne, so some guys in my group chat, they drew me out and was like, rah, like, Zell needs a super team, like, or Zell can't beat me. No, this is what they said. They said Zell can't beat me and 2 of my brothers, innit?
Oh, I remember this. I remember this shit.
I was like, what? I was like, yeah. Oh, really? Like, so I was like, all right, cool. Set a date, set a time. Like Clapham Common, 3-on-3. It was me, Ray, and my other guy Kevin against Paul, Daniel, and some other guy called Lanray. Bro, like, I got the clips. I'll show you when I see you. Hey, that day, I said, yeah. I didn't want to talk to nobody when I got to Clapham Common. I said, where's your free? Let's get it cracking. And then, yeah, fam, we had a game. Me and Ray had a good game. Kevin had a
Man, Kevin's turnovers, boy.
Kevin was killing us with turnovers, but I was shooting that day. I was on fire that day. Like, yeah, man, it was over 6 still. And now they're redoing Clapham Common, so we probably will get more competition down there still.
Yeah.
We get more competition down there. Looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to what they've got going on at Clapham still.
Yeah,
man.
The plans that I've seen is looking amazing.
Yeah, nah, they put down markings for the paints now.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna put in some bleachers. Hopefully we can get 5-on-5 going.
Yeah.
I think that's something that England's needed for outdoor basketball, man. Like America's been having it. Do you understand? You need this, especially South London as well. Like, you know how we get gritty in the courts, man. So we need this. Do you get me?
South London in the hub where all of the real ballers are at. You know what I'm saying? Talk about real ballers. DC.
And then shots to Turnpike Lane. Slyly.
They're trying to start a regional competition here.
Turnpike, Finsbury, Hendon, they'll all get it. Don't worry about that.
You know what the funniest thing is, yeah? That's how the Americans have it. Like they've got right now with their content creators, they've got the East and the West team. So you know what I mean? So that would be something that we could potentially do on our side once Clapham Commons opened up, you know, like that would definitely get more younger children into basketball, or definitely get our scene out there a little bit more across the world, or you know, across the region at least, you know. But yeah, man, as I said, you know, I'm really looking forward to what they got going on at Clapham, man. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. No, me too, on the level, man. But yeah, DC. Tell them how we met, man.
I got Ray. Boy, I'm not gonna lie, my memory is very, very blurry, bro. Very, 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 very blurry. I won't even lie to you. I remember meeting you a few years ago, but that not being the first time me seeing you ball, innit? I remember seeing you ball in South years before that, even before I even went to Leeds and played BBL and D1 up there as well, and just seeing ball. But I remember the one thing I do remember is when I did meet you. Obviously, me, you, and another one of my boys, Honor Me, got to shout him out, aka Corbs. Just like, yeah, man, just at a ball out. I think I remember seeing you at a ball out, but also I remember seeing you coming out to Thunder as well and balling. But yeah, you're gonna have to give me a lot more, bro. Cause my memory is hella blurry, bro. I won't even lie.
You know what, right? I think I met you. Obviously, I've seen you about like in South London and everything like that. But I remember playing against you one time when you was at Essex, when you was playing for the Leopards, and we had a cup game against you. I remember that was the first time I remember playing against you.
Who was you playing for?
I'm Greenwich. I was playing for Greenwich.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pause it right there.
Yeah, but this Clapham thing needs to happen.
Oh, bro,
this Clapham needs to happen.
Man, once they put the bleachers there, I feel like that's give us a better scene. I don't know if you've been down to Clapham to hoop like that, but where I
used to go there a lot.
Well, I said obviously how they got the Clapham Common, like it's raised and people will be walking into the common and going about their business. People stop on the side and look through the railing and that. But now, obviously, once they put a bleachers in there, like people be free to come in, and sit down. You know, it will probably be a scene where it's like, oh wow, like a Rucker Park kind of joint.
Actually watch some basketball,
Exactly. And yeah, man, I think they're putting up 3. I think they're doing. Well, I don't even know. Let me check the Instagram, because basically there's other courts in Clapham, but I don't know if they're touching them up as well. I think they are, but I'm not 100% sure. Actually, no, they are. So all the courts in Clapham Common are touched up. Yeah, exactly. So every single courts, and there's three courts in Clapham, 3 plus the big one,
the main one,
half court, and then 2, and then the full court one, and everything's getting redesigned. So for us, it's perfect. Like if you want to play 3-on-3, that's there. If you want to play 5-on-5, that's there. Like so, yeah, man.
My apologies for the technical difficulties and whatnot. I think I was playing for Greenwich back then. I was in D3, and I was obviously feeling myself because I was having a great season. Came against you guys, and nobody else on your team, DC, absolutely cooked the crap out of us. Just diced us continuously in the pick and roll. And I just looked at you, and I was just like, you are an absolute. I can't repeat what I said, but you absolutely just torched us. And that day, I'm not gonna lie to you, did not like you. Did not like you.
Like, you know what? That's so crazy. That happens a lot in basketball. Like, see, when you play against someone that you meet for the first time, bro, obviously, we're enemies.
Oh.
Yeah, we're enemies. I mean, when I first met Zell, but when I first saw Zell, I didn't care who Zell was, bro. I just knew he was some tall guy, got long hair, can jump. I don't care, bro. I'm D'ing you up. Like, that's my mindset. When I meet someone. There's so many guys in England basketball that play ball, and it's like, now we're close, bro. Like, that's my guy. Spud him. I've got love for a lot of people that play ball in England as well. But when I first met you, you was not my boy. Like, I did not care about you. I did not care about who your family was. All I knew is that you're on the court and you're trying to take what's mine, and that's this dub. And that's what it is.
That's it.
Obviously, after now, you get to meet people. Like, after games, you start talking. And you, obviously, respect knows one another. So when you see someone and he's a baller, you respect him. You go and chat to him like, bro, like, you play well. Like, cool. What's your name? Cool. Now it's a lot easier when we got social media. You can find man also on IG and on Instagram and whatever. I mean, Snapchat and whatever, and you can start talking. But yeah, bro, it happens a lot, man. It happens a lot.
Yeah, man. But then obviously the love grew after that. Like,
Exactly.
obviously, we talked more. We found out we had mutual friends. Obviously, my Honor May, half the Thunder team, my TJ.
Yeah. And that was something I didn't even know. When I saw you and I saw TJ, I'm looking to introduce you to TJ, but TJ's looking to introduce you to me. I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
I know Ray. What do you mean you know Ray? I know Ray.
Yeah. TJ is what, like, I met TJ when he was 14, bro. Like, that's young buck from King's Cross, like Argyle Square. That's my home court. Yeah. The same way your home court's Clapham Commons, though, yeah. Argyle Square in King's Cross is my home court. Even I'm not even from, but that's where I met TJ.
Yeah.
So obviously, the basketball world is small. It be like that sometimes.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's the in the UK it is very, very small. Because I think I met Dwayne. I don't even think I really met Dwayne years ago. But when you was playing with I think he was playing with Rowell.
Yeah,
but I can't remember. When I was playing, I was playing for Peckham Pride at the time, but I was playing for Peckham Pride men's. And the game, where was this game? This game was it at Cola? I think it was at Cola. I think City of
London Academy, for those that don't know.
I think it was at Cola. I'm not 100% sure, but I was, I think it was you, Rowell, and a couple other guys, fam. But I said that was years ago, because then times I was young. I was young at that. I was young, and that was before.
Young and naive.
Yeah, that was young before. That was way before the hair and everything. That was way before I was playing like in Clapham Common as well. That was just I was playing Peckham Pride, and that was where I was at. I was going to Peckham to train. I was going to East Harris Academy girls to train as well, sound basketball, like back in the day, and then that was it. But yeah, man, ages and ages ago.
Way, man, you come a long way. It's crazy how so many people on different paths. You start off on a different path, and we all manage to come.
Yeah, but this is it. This is how small the community is. Yeah. This is how small the community is. Like, there's no way you're gonna, unless you go to a uni. If you're playing hooping, if you're hooping in London, like you're most likely gonna come back to some kind of home ground kind of thing. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Like, even still, Brixton, Brixton scrimmage on a Wednesday. I was going there ages ago, because when I first met Ray, like I won't even lie, I wasn't even that good at them times. Like I was just mad athletic. Run, just do suicides. You'll get the ball at some point. You'll get the ball at some point, fam. So yeah, man, you're always gonna come back to your roots still.
Of course, man. But you guys, I see you guys as the leaders for London Thunder, and my personal opinion, you guys are one of the better teams in the division. Obviously, I think you guys, in my eyes, are one of the favourites to go up to Division 2 this year. And I think one of the things that I've seen with you guys is that most teams don't have across the country, in my opinion, is how closely knit you guys are. So Dwayne, I want to know, what's the secret to how close you guys are as a team?
Secret. Boy, you know what? There's not a secret, man. Literally, it's just a bunch of guys that are as humble as pie, as they say, man. Because we don't have an ego. Everyone on the team just wants the ball, wants to win, and will do whatever it takes to win. When I first came, before I came back to play for Thunder, I was playing in France. I came back, wanted to be home for a bit, and then I thought, you know what, I wanna bring Thunder up. Like, Thunder's been, as a club, we've been very established for a long time. We've got success in the juniors, but we ain't got no success in the seniors. I spoke to Coach Steve Bucknall, and something that he really wanted to do was to bring up the senior team and try and build something there. So we had to start from D4, and I thought, you know what, I see a vision in that. So for me, I never had this sort of chip on my shoulder thinking, well, I played BBO, I've got a Division 1 championship already. Now I'm gonna come play D4. I'm just gonna come and shoot all the shots, and I'm gonna come and run the show. Like, that was never my mindset, and it never has been my mindset anyway. I wanna come here and I wanna do what it takes to bring up the club, one, but also play with a bunch of guys that I actually got love for on and off the court. That's why I say, is like, there's no secret. It really is luck. Luckily, we get guys like Zell that just come out of nowhere with each vert, bro. Like, I don't know what your vert is, but when I see Zell fly, bro, it's just a mad thing. So luckily we get guys like Zell that just pop through the door, like, yeah, I'm trying to play. And it's like, where the hell you come from? Like, I've known you for years, but I didn't think you'd ever come to play for Thunder. Do you get it? Like, we get guys from all over. We get Onome coming out of the woodwork. We get guys like Ty. We get TJ came to Thunder and played as a junior, and he's still here as a senior as well. So we just get lucky with the group of guys that we have that are just able to literally see one another and just say, you know what, he's good at this, he's gonna be able to do this. I'm good at this, I'm doing this, and vice versa. And everyone just gets on well, man. Literally.
I like that, man. I like that.
The secret is just to literally stay humble. And yeah, that's it, man. Just be, no matter where you've played, no matter what level you've played at, if you're playing on the court with someone, you and that person are at that point the same. You are both playing at the same level. You can't come onto this team thinking I'm this and I'm that, because you're not, bro. You're here with us. You're us. We are this and we are that. That's it.
I like that mentality, man. I like that mentality, and honestly, it's been working great for you, because you guys, like I said, you're the favourites to go up. I don't see any other team in your division and across Division 3 that can touch you at the moment, unless something happens out of the woodwork that I don't know about. But another thing I want to talk to you, Zell, about is last season. I felt like you guys had a really strong unit, very athletic, very balanced group of guys, but you still couldn't get over the hump. I know you guys as a team have talked about it, but what do you think you learned, lesson-wise from last season that you could bring into this year?
That question's got to go back to D, cause basically for me, I only just started playing for them this season. So what happened was I joined Thunder last year and I was training with them last year, and COVID came and sort of shut down the whole league, So we was meant, as I said, season was meant to start last year, didn't start. Yeah. So, for me, I knew the kind of situation I was getting into. I knew that they just progressed up from D4 to D3. But, for me, I haven't actually had a full season with these guys yet, So, you're going to have to pass that question back to Dwayne, because I think Dwayne, you definitely was playing with them last year, wasn't you?
Was there.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, so Dwayne, talk to me. What was it? Because, I came to a couple of those games, the top of the table classes with Richmond and everything. And, looking at Richmond now, they've got a squad that's built to go up to Division 1. They're already made, they recruited well and everything. But in my opinion, it was really 50-50 between you two, And on another day, in another universe, it would be you guys in Division 2. And I kind of want to know what lessons you learned from that, and what you're going to take to this season.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a tough lesson, but it was a loss that we took. It was a loss that we took to Richmond that obviously made the difference between us or Richmond going up and staying. So it's a tough pill to swallow, but it's something that we definitely have learnt from. We all made mistakes throughout the season, also, but especially in that game as well. We've all made mistakes, and it's something that I think we're definitely going to use as fuel for this season. We've all come into this season with a tunnel vision of just listen. We don't care who we're playing. We don't care who they used to play for. We don't care what that team used to do. We don't care who they played before us. But whoever's on that court with us, we're playing against you like as if you're NBA champions. We're going to give everything we got to you, no matter who you are. You know what I'm saying? So we really have a goal and a target, and our target obviously is to get out of D3 and to carry on progressing. But yeah, that pill from last year, not going up and having to play D3 once again, but obviously as COVID hit, it kind of made it a lot more harder for us anyway. But yeah, that pill to swallow really has set our mindset for this year, and yeah, we're just coming out blazing, guns blazing every game. We're giving everything we've got, to be honest with you. So that's why I feel like we are going to be a very hard team to beat, because in a way we kind of do have a chip on our shoulder. As a team, we have a chip on our shoulder because we've taken a hard hit, and we're not going to allow ourselves to get hurt like that again. So yeah,
for sure. Zell, as the proverbial rookie in the team, since you're fresh to the scene and everything, what's it like slotting into to proceedings at London Thunder?
So for me, it's been a while since I've played like structured basketball. So I'm still getting into the swing of things. But yeah, I used to play under Sterling at Peckham Pride years and years ago, and then I stopped playing basketball. But obviously, I kind of jumped back into it. Just because I've got a passion for basketball, man. Like huge passion for basketball. So I played for Top Cats men's last season or the season before. But there wasn't, for me personally, the program, it just didn't agree with me because there wasn't any structure. So I wanted somewhere, if I was gonna play for a team, I wanted there to be a structure to say, you know what, like if I'm gonna turn up to training, at least 3/4 of the team is gonna turn up to training, and obviously I found out with Thunder. I went for tryouts sort of last year, slotted in very well, and it's just been a sort of it's just been an upward spiral, really. As I said, I've met guys that I've played against before. I know most of the team. And as Dwayne said, the team was all humble. Everybody was there, willing to help out. But yeah, man, it's been good. It's been good getting getting with them. Training, as I said, even with training as well, like the energy that you get in training as well, like everybody's just trying to bust each other asses, and I sorry.
It's all good. We'll edit it out. It's fine. We'll edit it out. It's fine.
Listen, I really do like competitive. You know me, Ray. As I said, at Clapham Common, like, I'm rarely trying to lose, but I'm always trying to learn. So, I'm always, as long as there's some kind of learning curve in training, I'm happy, but everybody's trying to work hard and hit our targets, and everybody's just trying to get buckets, and that's one thing that I love, man. So so it's a really good team.
One thing that I'll say about Zell, when Zell first came, like he said, it's been a long time since he's played structured basketball, and for me that's something that I could tell, because I remember I used to be on to Zell for doing certain things like, blood, why are you not running wide? I'm trying to get you. And Zell's like, blood, why am I not getting the ball? Like I could do in the fast break. So there was that battle like at a couple practices. And then, but one thing that I realized is that Zell used to always come back and have this mindset of I'm trying to learn. So if I had anything to say to Zell, he's all ears, like open ears.
Yeah.
Same thing, vice versa. If Zell wanted to tell me something like, D, hey, just look at me on the back door, like just check me on that back door one time, and I'll always make sure I try and see him in it. And if I miss him, I'm first to apologize and say, yo, Z, my bad, but keep doing it because I've got you. Like, so one thing about Zell is, even though, like he said, he hasn't played structural basketball for a long time, he's very quick to learn, and he's very open to learning as well. Like, he may not have played the way that we play. The way that we play, Zell might not have played before, but right now he's grasping it like a sponge. You understand? Like,
I can
If
100%
you
pass
see
that.
Zell play with us now, it's like he's played with us for a whole year already. Cause he's
Mm.
getting it mad quick. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's just because, like I said, because we all have taken a slice of this humble pie. We're all humble in this team. Like none of us have an ego. If Zell has a bad game, we're all here to support him. And hey, Z, don't worry, man. Like next game, you got that, bro. Keep shooting that shot, bro. Don't listen to coach, man. Keep shooting that. Do you understand? Like that's how we are. Yeah, that's how we're almost like brothers in a family, and coach is our dad. Like because we got each other no matter what. No matter if coach is on someone's back, we got him. Do you know what I mean? We're ready to pick each other. So yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Talk to me about Coach Steve. What's he like?
Oh man. I love Coach Steve, man.
I've known him for a long time, so Zell, you could go first on this one.
Yeah, no, as I said, you know, I've come as a, you know, once again training under Sterling. I had a good grounding in basketball, you know, so you know, there's always gonna be a respect for the coach. And as long as the coach is able to speak to me as a man and you know, highlight my mistakes, but also give me sort of a push to say, well, you know, try this kind of thing. It's always going to be a mutual respect. And you know, Sterling got me Sterling sent me the tryouts for Thunder. So I wanted to come in there and not to say impress, but I wanted to sort of come there, show him what I've got, kind of thing, and keep it moving. But yeah, man, Steve is shown me mad love. You know, he said he lets me start sometimes. You know, I don't mind starting. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind that. But obviously that shows that he's got faith in me enough to say, you know what, I'm gonna start Zell. You know, Zell's been working hard. Zell's been coming to training, so I'm gonna start him, kind of thing. And you know, I think it's paid off, like, because my confidence has grown as well. You know, coming out swinging in the first couple quarters and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I really enjoy it. I enjoy Thunder. I enjoy Coach Steve, the whole team. Everything's right. Everything's right for me right now.
Dwayne?
One thing I'll say about if you want to be able to play for a coach like Steve Bucknall is you need to have a thick skin. You can't play for a coach. And let's be honest, man, Coach D's pretty much an old school coach. He's been around for a long time. Do you understand? And he's got a lot of success in being coached the way that he coaches now and also coaching the way he coaches. So you can't really fault how he coaches. It's just about, can you adapt to it? I've been coached by a number of coaches as well. And the one thing that I see with Coach Steve is he gives everyone a chance. Like, no matter who you are, he's going to give you that chance. You're going to play in that game. And it's up to you now to prove what you can do in that for the team in that game with the minutes that you get. If you come in and you're shooting and you're missing shots, then by all means you need to come and sit down because you're not doing anything productive for the team. If you come in and you play hard defense, then of course you're going to play for longer because at the end of the day, that's what Steve Bucknall's mindset is defensive first. So if you come with a defensive first mindset, you're going to play. And I think a lot of guys, when they come to the team, they learn that very quickly. One, because Steve obviously implements it in practice, but two, because he sees how the players around him are. Like, I don't know how Zell saw it when he first came, but I know that when we train, it's deep. Man, them want to play defense. Like, we want to play offense. Everyone wants to get buckets, but people want to get blocks in practice. People want to lock someone down in practice and get steals in practice. Like, people ain't really trying to shoot 20 3-pointers in practice. We don't play like that. Do you understand? We play defense first and then we run in the break, or we play defense and then we get a good offense from it. But that's one thing that I say, if you want to play for a coach like Steve Bucknall, then you just got to have a thick skin and know that if you do mess up, he's going to let you know about it. And you may sit down, but that shouldn't really discourage you, or that shouldn't really, kill your confidence in thinking that you're not a good player. That should kind of motivate you and want to push you to, no, man, I want to play. I want to prove him wrong. Like Steve saying, no, I want to prove him wrong. Like, do you understand? He's saying I can't play defense. No, I want to prove him wrong and play defense. He loves that mentality. And like Zell said, he is someone that respects people as a man too. If you can go to him as a man and say, listen, coach, I don't understand X, Y, Z. I don't understand why I'm playing here and I'm not getting minutes here, blah, blah. He will tell you how it is. And as a man, got to take that and you've got to filter that into constructive criticism and make it work for you.
Mm.
And that's what being a man is, taking life as it is and making it and making lemonade out of lemons, in it. Like that's
sure.
what life is, and that's how Coach Steve is. He will tell you how it is, and it might be the brutal truth, and it might hurt, but you got to make it work for you. And when you do it, you're gonna see the success in it, literally.
Of course, man. Like, sounds like Steve's not just building a team out of players. It sounds like he's building character in men, and that's always a good thing to see, you know. Always a good thing to see. Now, just a sidebar for Zell. Obviously, we, you know, played, you know, ball with each other over the summer. We had the Red Bull tournament, which, you know, I enjoyed it, but, you know, results-wise, it could have gone better for the two of us. But I want to ask, what lessons did you learn over the summer, and what are you going to take into the season?
So it's not the first lesson that I learned, it's not always about me. You know, if we compare the two, so 3-on-3 basketball and structured basketball, whereas I enjoy having the ball in my hands on the blacktop, but in structured basketball, in league basketball, I kind of need to set my other guys up, and then I'm gonna get the ball. So it's not always about me. Also defensively, you know, defense can, there's always improvements for defense. You know, there's always improvements for defense. As I said, I wouldn't say, you know, unfortunately, I'm not a defensive player like that, but I feel like I'm working towards it. You know, sometimes I let easy buckets go. You know, and that's on myself. You know, I can own up and say, yeah, you know, I let that go, kind of thing. Another lesson that I learned, I wouldn't even say a lesson, but for me, it's like when I'm playing at the blacktop, you know, it's more enjoy myself, and obviously I'm trying to move that across to structured basketball, because there's more on the line in structured basketball, so it's easier to kind of beat yourself up. If you don't have a good game, you know, it's like, damn, like I sucked that game. Like, even I had a bad game. My first 2 games, I sucked. Golly. Hey, I sucked.
I know you're trying so hard to not swear as well.
Yeah, I know. Hey, listen, I sucked. Like, I think my first game, I can't remember who he was playing, Dwayne.
I think it was a pre-season game.
No, not against the England under-18s, not that one. It was at home. It was either Ball. I think it was Ball.
Stars. Yeah, I think it was Baltic Stars.
Okay, listen to this. Yeah, so we got the tip. We won the tip. I've got a transitional layup, 2 points. Yes. For the rest of the game, silent. The rest of the game, like I just couldn't get myself going. Like it was like I couldn't function. And then I think the game that we had before that as well, like I had God knows how many turnovers, and I was like, bro, what is going on? Like, this is not how I play, you know. And you know, coach was like, you're trying to shoot yourself into the game. Like, you need to let the game come to you. And I was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Like, because this isn't Clapham. Like, you know, if I miss 7 shots at Clapham, nobody's subbing me out.
Yeah.
Sub me out. You feel me? So I can shoot until I get warm. But then it's like, when I'm playing structured basketball, I can't shoot myself into the game. If I shoot 7 shots and I miss 7 shots, I need to sit down on the bench, because what the hell am I doing? So, you know, just more of a thing where it's like, let the game come to you, you know, slowly ease yourself into the game, warm up, and you know, don't be too hard on yourself, like, you know, because I have the ability, I know that I have the ability to do so. But I cannot be hard on myself to say, like, you had a bad game, because that would have further games down the line. You know, scared to shoot. You know, scared to go up for a layup. You know, like passing up open shots. You know what I mean? So that's the lessons that I've committed to memory, and obviously I'm gonna take that in moving forward in the season.
For sure, man. For sure. And I already know Dwayne's always in the lab, so like, I don't even need to.
I try.
I know life's sort of been catching up with you a little bit.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely,
you know,
man.
moving out into the sticks and everything. You're not in London no more.
Having a little girl now to look after.
Yeah, you're a father now. Congrats again, little
Thank
family
you,
man. You know, but I know you still find time to be in the lab and everything. You know.
I mean, basketball was my first love. As much as I love everything else, but basketball is my first love. So I got to make time.
Of course, man. Let's talk basketball now. According to Basketball England, September 23rd. No, Saturday 23rd of October. Excuse me.
Okay.
You have a home game against Brent Bulls.
Oof.
Now, Brent Bulls just pulled off one of the upsets
I just heard that
of the National Cup. You know, beating Nassau, who had a full strength team. Brent Bulls went there with 6 players.
Oof.
They were down big, came back in the second half, pulled the game out of their ass. Well, you know what I mean. Pulled the game out, won the game. Now they're moving into the league season with all the confidence in the world. Dwayne, talk to me. What are you thinking about that game?
I mean, do you know what? One thing that I have always sort of said is there is a level of play at D2 that may not be in every team at D3. But I feel like a lot of D3 teams, because of the hunger that we have, and we see D2 as accessible for us. Like,
yes.
You see it as, listen, you're D2, but I feel like we could play on the same team as you. A lot of your players are the same height as our players. Because a lot of D3 teams now, they're getting height in their players. If they haven't got young players like our team, we've got quite a bit of height in our team.
Yes, you do.
We can actually go head to head and go toe to toe with a lot of D2 teams, I believe. And maybe even D1 teams. But so I feel like Brent Bulls, obviously being the lower division team, have come into the game with a chip on their shoulder. Say, listen, we may be D3, but I feel like we can go toe to toe with you lot. You understand? And I think NASA's, is it a new D2 team as well?
No, they're not new, but they have been in D2. They have been in Division 2 for a while, just under different names and everything like that. But they've been in Division 2 for a while.
Yeah, so I feel like they just believed it. They just believed that, listen, we can go toe to toe with you guys, innit? And they kept that hunger with them throughout the game. Now, I didn't watch the game, but hearing from other people that did watch the game, I feel like NASA may have come out a bit lethargic. Probably believing that, we're D2, which happens a lot. When you play at a higher level and you're playing against a team that's a lower level, you do become a bit complacent and you believe, yeah, man, we can beat them. They're lower than us, so of course we can. Even if they're in your league, but they're at the lower end of the table and you're at the higher end of the table, let's say. You kind of come to the game with confidence, believing that you can beat them, or if you beat them before. So I believe that's a factor that played a big part in that game. And it was a very close game, so it probably was a thing where this is anyone's game at one point. Brent Bulls just kept playing. Maybe they kept playing good defense. I didn't watch the game, like I said, but I just, from the scoreline and what I saw, I just believe that Brent Bulls came out with a target, and NASA maybe have just let it slip. Maybe just being a bit too relaxed and a bit too complacent. You know what I'm saying?
Zell, Brent Bulls have a really good coach. They're very well coached. Coach Clive Castillo is one of the better coaches in the division. And Dwayne hit the nail on the head. Maybe NASA came out too complacent. They thought they had the game. It is what it is. But do you think that, knowing what expectations that you guys have as a unit, do you feel like, what are you going to do to make sure you guys don't fall into the same trap that NASA fell into?
Well, as I said, we was meant to have a game with the Warriors last week Sunday. So my guys are all fired up just to play, just to hoop anyway. And obviously we've made a pact to say, look, like, obviously we didn't play that game. So the next team that we face, we kind of need to let them have it. you know, we want to come out swinging, we want to come out with the big guns, and you know, just make sure that everybody, you know, nobody's gonna come out complacent. We never really come out complacent anyway. You know, I even spoke to one of my guys who actually plays for Brent Bulls as well. I think Elijah plays for Brent Bulls. He's another Clap Common guy as well.
Shouts to Eli.
So as I said, I spoke to him. I'm not 100% sure what his team looks like. But I know my team has a lot of size, you know. And as I said, I'm one of the big guys on the team as well. And obviously I've got guys that I look at eye level as well. So, you know, for me, you know, looking at that alone, if we're able to crash the boards, get rebounds, you know, control the boards of the game, then, you know, I feel like there shouldn't be much of a problem. But as I said, I'm not gonna judge a book by its cover. I'm not gonna come out complacent. When game day's here, then I'll make a further decision. You have to come check me at halftime or something.
Give me a score prediction. What are we thinking?
A score prediction.
Yeah, man.
Boy.
What are we thinking? If you can't give me the full score, just let me know how much you're gonna win by. I know you're gonna say you're gonna take the dub. So let me know how much you're gonna win by.
Everybody wants to win.
Tell you what. Let me know what you're gonna win by. Let me know what your stat line's gonna be.
I don't know about
realistic, you know. People be watching, you know. Okay. People be watching.
I mean, we had a game maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and we beat a team by 65 points. And I don't think we even thought we was gonna do that when we came out. We just thought we're gonna play hard, and that's it. But we managed to beat a team.
Same team though. They've got a good coach.
Same team. But I just believe that on any given day, any team can do their thing in it, and I don't want to sit here and say we're gonna beat them by this much and that much, because in a way that might set energies in myself to become complacent, believing that I'm gonna win. I don't believe I'm gonna win. I believe I'm gonna give my all, and whatever happens, happens. Do you understand? I'm gonna play this game like it's the last game, and I know that's how Zell plays, and that's how the rest of our guys play. If we win, we win, and we deserve to win. But just so everyone knows, we gonna whoop their ass. I ain't gonna lie.
It's at home as well, man. You can't have man coming.
It's at home, man. So, you know, people don't like coming to the dome. I'll be honest with you. People don't like coming to the dome. I'll be honest, man. Yeah. We play hard in the dome, man. They don't like the echoing of the defense. Hell, send him my way. I'm gonna block him. Like, they don't like him. They don't like him.
It's a home game. We can't have man coming into the house and rummaging in our fridge.
I think they're a good team, and based on how they played against Nassau, I'd say it's gonna be a 10-point split. That's what I'd say. Yeah.
10-point split. Combative the whole way through, Zell.
As I said,
you're gonna follow up on his confidence, or well done. What are you saying?
You know what? Like I said, you know, I'm well aware of what my guys are capable of. You know, when we have a good quarter, and when we have a good half, like, you know, we can definitely, you know, put up at least 20-25 points in a quarter, easy. You know, if we're everybody's all firing on all cylinders, I don't see why we wouldn't beat them by 25 points, 20 points. I don't see why not. As I said, as long as we control the boards, control rebounds, make free throws, play defense, play hard, you know, I don't see why we will lose. You know?
For sure, man, for sure. Look, on a personal note, I know a lot of you guys. I know your team, I know your coach. I know how you guys run, and I know you guys have probably the most balanced team in your division, and I believe that you guys have the capabilities of blowing whoever the hell you want out of the water in a court, especially when guys like Chef's firing on all cylinders, guys like myself firing on all cylinders, Dwayne just facilitating, Ty getting rebounds, you know, just everyone just doing what it's TJ giving work. Honestly, I believe that you guys can blow any teams out of the water with like a 5-6 minute stretch and kill the game off. But that's just my biased opinion because I know you guys. But ladies and gents, that is all we have time for today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Zell. Thank you to DC.
Thank you,
I
guys.
appreciate both of you. Thanks for showing love to the show. I'm gonna be giving you all the love I can all season. Good luck.
What, you coming to the next game then?
You know what? Yeah. If I ain't got a game, I'll come through as well. Still.
Oh yeah,
If I ain't got a game, I'll come through. But I appreciate you guys for coming down. I appreciate you guys for showing love. Tune in again for the next show. Appreciate all of you. Shouts to Argyle Kings. Shouts to Essex Rebels. Shouts to Chris Hughes. Shouts to Rebound NBL. Please like, share, subscribe, do what you need to do. The Bushman has left the building. Peace and elbow grease, everybody.
Love, boys.